Hey everyone, I am back. This is Roger, and we are going to look at the Crusader of the Realm edition of Dungeon Crusade. Real quick, as I promised, remember we just looked at the Ancient Runes board. This is the Tomb of Kaladar, and hopefully my lighting is okay. This is an amazing dungeon. When I designed this, I wanted to make one of the most deadly and challenging dungeons that a player has ever experienced. Besides the trap system, there's things called environmental hazards. Like here's the Pit of Agony, where a hero has to test strength and swing across, and hopefully not fall in the pit of spikes. Here's a Black Rock Viper Pit. You have to test an attribute there. Chamber of Blades, oscillating pendulum. So there's all these environmental hazards that I created in this. So at each one, your heroes are going to have to test an attribute. So that's what's kind of different. Again, we're not going to get into any demos here, but we will be playing on this in the future. So this is on the reverse side of Ancient Runes. So you get this also in the base edition of Dungeon Crusade. I'll let you get another shot of that. Very awesome board. Okay, so I left most of this stuff set up. So we're going to look at now the Crusader of the Realm edition. I'm going to sit you down over here. And I do have to actually do a description of this one, so you know kind of what this is, what you get with this edition. So it's, again, we're not going to really get into any kind of demos, but there's actually a demo of this game on the company's YouTube channel. So just type in Avalon Adventure Board Game, I think demo, and that'll pop up for you. So like we talked about, with the Crusader of the Realm edition, you're going to get everything you saw in the base edition plus this. And if you don't mind me saying, this was my baby right here. This is what I wanted to do, is like to really immerse players in this experience. And this is a very thematic game. So what I have to describe to you is this is played before playing Dungeon Crusade, okay? So if you get the Crusader of the Realm edition, you play this first. And of course, you're going to be using a lot of stuff from Dungeon Crusade and bringing it into this game to play. So of course, the rules tell you what you need, like your hero cards and some treasure cards. So you kind of incorporate the base edition, parts of that in with this, and that makes the Avalon Adventure board game. So you're going to, of course, be getting a board. This is the Land of Avalon. And another thing here you'll be getting is, I wrote 259 unique pieces of encounters, events, situations, battles that are all in these cards, and these are all double-sided. It took a while to do, but I'm very passionate about like fantasy adventure and dungeon crawling, and this is something I think that people are really going to be surprised by. Kind of a quick description: you have to go around the Land of Avalon, and what's nice is this is a choose-your-own-adventure game, but the twist is you'll never see the same game twice. So when you go over here, let's say we went over here to the Dungeon of Isto. You get 52 tracking tokens. You put a tracking token there, you get the adventure card, and then you roll to see what happens. It might be a battle. It could be a hero testing something. I want to keep that a surprise. So that's what this is. So when you're done, if your heroes survive, you import them into Dungeon Crusade. Again, this is just something that adds a huge layer to Dungeon Crusade to immerse you more in the experience. And it gave my chance to draw you into this experience and let you know like how deep the lore is in this game. Very, very fun game. Also, you'll be getting, go over here, besides the 52 adventure cards, you're going to be getting rejuvenation potions. This restores 3 health and 3 essence to a hero. You can import these also into Dungeon Crusade. So if you end this game and you have those, you're free to use them in Dungeon Crusade. 52 tracking tokens, like what I described. And you'll also be getting, this is what represents the heroes as they're moving across Avalon, this flag here. So you'll be getting that. Plastic base. And then these last things here, I'll put you on the map of Avalon here. These are called the Runes of Eternity. And this is what keeps this game from being, that gives it the replayability. You'll be getting 3 of these green tokens, 3 yellow, and 3 red. But the thing is this, there's 2 fake ones in each of these and only 1 real one. The heroes have to find, that's a fake one, but you can actually use that in the game to re-roll something. The heroes have to find the real, there's one, there's the green rune of eternity, and then there's a yellow one, there's the yellow one, and then the red one. So these are randomly placed every game, so you'll never know where these are at. You know, they're flipped onto that side. So your heroes will have to traverse the land of Avalon and have all these different adventures, go into towers, runes, dungeons, villages. Very, very thematic game. But when they have the 3 real runes of eternity, there's the red one, yellow one, and green one. What this does is that shatters the curse on the dungeon, and heroes gain entry into whatever dungeon you're playing on. They'll find loot in this game, gold, and they can bring that into Dungeon Crusade. So that's a little bit of the Crusader of the Realm edition. Again, I encourage you to check out the demo of this game. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised of what this game is. So that is everything you get with the Crusader of the Realm edition. And again, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by this game. Very, very awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we looked at the Crusader of the Realm editions. Remember, you get all of this we just talked about, plus everything in the base edition of Dungeon Crusade. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the Master of the Realm. Now, before we leave here, remember, if you get the Master of the Realm edition, I'm going to say this then, but I want you to hear it now. You get the base edition of Dungeon Crusade. You get the Crusader of the Realm. You know, you get this content with the Master of the Realm and the content we're going to be talking about in the next video. So kind of picture the Master of the Realm as like the flagship edition of Dungeon Crusade. Okay, guys, I'm really enjoying chatting with you about all the different editions and the content you can look forward to, and I will see you in just a bit.